much modern technology are we talking? I have an inkling of a suspicion that it might be gacha. Add English subtitles, please and thank you. This game franchise is older than I am. This looks so good. Like for me in particular. He made a hot Dracula, and that gets me. I didn't want to like this game as much as I ended up liking it, so it wasn't just me. Friends and gamers, hello. We are, probably by the time this video goes up, it's probably just about a week late. Anyways, this is technically the Future Games Show co-stream video. Spring Showcase 2026. This is not our first rodeo for a Future Games Show. I think for the last Future Games Show, it was the Game Awards edition, and I did actually I both watched the showcase VOD for that one, as well as we did the Steam Deep Dive. I've gotten a lot busier since the Game Awards times. So I was at work when the VOD went up, and given the overabundance of AI in video games, I just saw the NVIDIA thing. I don't want to talk about it. I already tweeted about it. We're just going to leave it at that. If anyone knows non-NVIDIA graphics cards that don't cost an entire limb, maybe let me know about those. Anyways, given the overabundance of AI in video games recently, because the correct amount of AI in video games, generative AI, mind you, I know AI is in video games, don't get pedantic with me. The correct amount of generative AI in video games is 0, say it with me now. So, because of that, I've had to switch from doing full showcase reactions to dedicated deep dives into the Steam pages of all of these games that are upcoming, because if we don't, I get bamboozled, and I don't like getting bamboozled. Anyways, like I said, we are technically co-streaming, so thank you to, I believe it's the Streamers Connected team and the Future Game Show team there for having me back once again. We will be going through this for, I don't know if I'm going to do dedicated Future Game Show demo dives. I might just throw them onto my general recording backlog of games to try. Not like the schedule, but like the tryout list, which is getting very long because I did just put a bunch more games that I wasn't able to do from Steam Next Fest on there. So it's getting very long, but I like how I did Steam Next Fest recording this year. I did it like the random number generator for Steam Next Fest, and I actually really enjoyed doing it that way. So I'm thinking we might do that with non-Next Fest contenders now as well, like we already kind of have been, but like with the general tryout list. So I'm probably just gonna add them to that. We'll see how many demos we get out of this. But we're coming off the coattails of Steam Next Fest, and I did not have my best Next Fest run ever. Like I said, I've been very busy recently. So I don't think we're gonna pull for demo dives. We will put them on the tryout list, but we'll be doing some soft play or nay situations. Play means it goes on my schedule and I record it usually, but in this case, play means going on the tryout list usually. Or my wish list until it gets some sort of demo. And then nay means I don't want to play it, obviously. We're doing the AI vibe checks. Correct amount of AI is 0, by the way. And we're just going to go through all the games. So it doesn't, how long does this one look? It doesn't look that bad compared to like other showcases. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe the length has bamboozled me. So we're going to look at world premieres. We're going to look at ones to watch. We're going to look at the general spring showcase. One is hidden. I'm curious what that one is, actually. If something has generative AI in it, I do ignore it, and that's where the hidden comes in. So I'm curious, like, what the hidden one was. We might go through the GDC category. We probably should. Depending on the length of the video, we might speedrun GDC. Because I didn't plan on covering really anything from GDC this year. Anyways, we're gonna start with our world premieres. So these are all new to me as well, I think. Revamp down here looks a little familiar, but I think everything else is new. So let's just start up here with Hurdles, puzzle platformer. All right, it passes the vibe check. I don't see the content disclosure. I have to sneeze. Oh my God, okay. I think I have to sneeze again. Okay, all right. This is an adorable open world platformer where you play as a magical dog. Zoom around a vibrant landscape using an evolving arsenal of abilities to explore self-challenges and discover secrets one bark at a time. See, this is funny because I keep bringing up, like, I've become more busy as of late. Like, I wasn't already busy before, but part of the reason why I've become more busy is because I adopted a rescue dog. I call him Puppy, but his name is Toto. And he is my sweet baby angel. He is asleep on the couch right now. I would have recorded this video about 45 minutes earlier than we have right now today, but he really wanted to cuddle, so I had to go cuddle my puppy. I'm sorry, like, Anyways, I do find it funny that we're starting with a game about a dog, and it's literally my reason for being a lot more busy is that I got a dog. I'll put it on the wish list. I would think this would be a demo for me. I'm very hit or miss. Puzzle platformer, specifically 3D platformer, is one of those genres that I'm very hit or miss with, because if the mechanics are too like in the weeds, I start to get mad at it. So it's a little bit hit or miss usually. Then we have the 7th Guest remake. I did not know about the first one. It does pass the AI vibe check, so we can actually look at this in good faith. The iconic game, I have not heard of it, I'm sorry. The 7th Guest has been brought back to life with modern technology, delivering an atmospheric story like no other. I do find it interesting that they specifically point out modern technology, because usually if a game is going to, like, how old is this game? What do you mean by modern technology? Like, if it's from like the 2010s, then that's like, okay, you mean AI, because like, what's the difference otherwise, you know? But if it's from like the early to mid 2000s originally, then yeah, okay, I can see that. I could see that being a selling point. Explore a foreboding mansion, solve mind-bending puzzles, and uncover its dark secrets. The 7th Guest is the ultimate mystery adventure, reimagined for modern platforms. I'm just curious when the first one came out, but I don't know if I care enough to like full on Google it. Is the first one anywhere? Why is it so hard to like just see what? Why are like Steam developer and publisher pages so annoying? The 7th Guest came out in a VR on October 19th, 2023. Well, it predates Steam then, because it's not on Steam, because like the original one. That, or they delisted it, not sure. Yeah, I don't know when the original came out. I don't really think this is the genre for me though, so maybe that's why I don't know. I would be curious, like, how specifically have we upgraded them? How much modern technology are we talking? Although I don't think this one's for me, so I do think I'm gonna skip it. Then we have Void Hunters, which is an RPG, so I would like to try this one out, as long as it passes. It passes the vibe check, we're good. Okay. Ooh, it's free to play. Okay, and it's turn-based. I love turn-based. What's the catch? This is checking off too many boxes. What's the catch? So with this one, you lead fearless rebels in a dark fantasy turn-based RPG where tactical decisions and strategic squad building shape every battle against the world-devouring Void. And Void is a proper noun, it's capitalized. That one is going on the wish list, I think. I'm very intrigued by this. Free-to-play turn-based hero collector. So it's probably gonna have some form of gacha in order to obtain characters, I would think. I don't know if I would necessarily consider it a gacha game. It definitely is live service, but I'm curious because it's a hero collector. So how do you get the heroes? They don't say how you obtain the heroes yet, but I have an inkling of a suspicion that it might be gacha, because there's not really another way to do that. It's either going to be gacha or gacha adjacent, a la Duet Night Abyss, but I don't think the Duet Night Abyss system is that good either. So like, it's either gonna be spend money or grind. Those are your options. It could be a grind out game though, like DNA. Not sure. I would like to try it out though. It is free to play, so as long as it keeps that AI vibe check in the clear, we'll be good. All right, then we have a horror game. Oh, it's a co-op horror. Amazing. Cordura, a 4-player online co-op psychological horror. Great. The psych horror's great. That's awesome. That's so great. Psychological horror, where sanity is your most scarce resource. While one player guides the team, the others explore shifting procedural Victorian labyrinths. Lose your sanity and the night will mimic your team to feed your paranoia. Extract and survive. So is this an extraction horror game? Question mark? Interesting. This looks like it could be really good. Especially it's like a co-op horror situation, but it's not friend slop. I feel like this is gonna get a lot of people. And it passes the vibe check right now. So one thing that I'm just looking at the languages offered right here, and I do think this needs to be an addition or a fix or something before releasing the game. If you look right here, there's full English audio, but no subtitles in English. And I see why you would assume that that's okay. But I do, as an I look at accessibility in games a lot. It's something that I personally care a lot about as well. And I think it's very important. So I see things like this where you don't have the subtitles for English because not everybody can hear that audio. Some people will just like have processing issues with audio as well. Sometimes I hear things and people say things to me and I'm like, wait, what? I have to ask like 5 times, and then at that point it's embarrassing, so I gotta stop. But you're creating a situation where that is going to become a problem if you don't have subtitles for each language that you also have full audio for. Having the foreign language subtitles is very good, but you also need that closed captioning for the English audio as well as any other. Like if they added French audio, you still need French subtitles. You know, like you need both, because some people need both. Some people can only hear or not hear. Like, you know, some people need both. Some people can only have one. Personally, this game is a skip for me, but I do think it is extremely important that they add those English subtitles. But this game was just announced, so there is totally, like, it's not even released yet. You can add English subtitles. I'm telling you, add English subtitles, please and thank you. I still don't plan on playing it because this is just not my genre, not my thing. But I do think it's very important that those subtitles are added, and I will point that out. Anyways, we then have Defender of the Crown, The Legend Returns. I thought this looked mildly familiar, and it must be part of some sort of franchise. Passes the vibe check. So the legendary, I really struggle to say that, medieval strategy adventure has returned, enhanced for a new generation of knights. Another remake, it seems like. Another going in on the advanced technology thing. Conquer provinces, raise armies, storm castles, and influence the balance of power through bold strategy and action moments. I do have to say, this seems more like a remaster than a whole entire remake, where the other game, the like 7th Guest one, that was like a remake, like they're making it with new technologies and stuff. This one, they say enhanced for a new generation of knights, and I do actually think that is like the proper, it seems like that is the proper wording, because the style of the game seems very similar to, I'm assuming, how it was back in whenever the last entry of this franchise or when it started or whatever. It seems like this one, it really is just like mildly modernized for new people. Because it seems like this game is probably 40th anniversary. This game franchise is older than I am by like a good bit there. Yeah, okay, they really do mean for a new generation. Because when the first one came out, I was not alive. I wasn't alive still for like 20 more years. Like just under 20 more years. So like, yeah, they fully just mean like, hey, want to see something cool that came out before you were born? Here. Like that's fully what they mean. And it does pass the AI vibe check, which I would assume that a game that is that old, and I mean that positively, bringing it back, they either do one of two things. They either go full in on like shilling for crypto and like Bitcoin with it, like they make like a whole Bitcoin, like they start farming it, you know, maybe they rug pull it, and that's like part of the gimmick for re-releasing the game, is a crypto scheme. Or they're just in it for the love of the game. And I would like to think Defender of the Crown is just in it for the love of the game. Quite literally, they're just re-releasing it for new people. I hope that's the case. I hope they're not going like full in on like the scams. Anyways, oh, do we want to try this one? I think we want to try this one. Add to wish list. I would like to give this a try. I've brought it up before, but I have a couple of like work in progress video series that I've been like trying to like get together for years now. One being for horror games, the other one being for older games that I never got to play, generally because of age. So that would be a great contender for that series, particularly. All right, now then we have the 9th Dragon. A lot of very similar titles today. Fight through the criminal underworld of 1980s Kulon walled city. The 9th Dragon is a brutal narrative-driven, action game with tactical combat and branching choices where every decision shapes the fate of the city. This actually sounds really good. I tend to beat 'em up. There's a genre on here, and that tends to be a very hit or miss genre for me. Some I've really liked, other ones I don't. It really depends on like the feedback, because sometimes a beat 'em up, like God forbid you take 2 seconds to do something. If you get knocked down, it's gonna take you 5 whole minutes to get up. And at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm bored. But I've played other beat 'em ups that are really good. I would be down to demo this, I think, just to like get the swing of the mechanics and all that. Yeah, I'll put this on the wish list. I could see it. Yeah, I would like to demo this. The pixel graphics of the 2.5D looks really great. It's not full pixels, it's more like voxels, but I love the style of it. The lighting is amazing as well in these screenshots. I am very curious to try out this one. Not today, but someday. Then is Donut Panic. I have seen this pop up. I might have gotten an email or two about this one, and I feel like I've seen it pop up on my Twitter timeline as well. The vibe check, all right. Donut Panic is an anomaly horror game with a cooking sim twist. I do think that this would be quite popular. Take customer orders, prepare and serve up delicious donuts, but when the hallucinations appear, run for your life. Your panic room is there for a reason. That's terrifying. Actually, seeing like the guy's face change. Yeah, okay. Oh, so you work at a donut shop with a panic room. You know, I don't think this sucks, actually. I think this could be fun. I'm skipping it because I am protecting my peace. I've been trying to play more horror games. I can't do it. I am protecting my peace. This one doesn't look half bad. I will say that. There's a cat. I hope you can pet that cat. It looks like it's anomaly horror, right? So it looks like it's just weird and wacky enough where it could go like triple platinum on Twitch or something, you know, like it's one of those. Then another horror game. There's so much. Future Games usually has a lot of horror games usually though, so I don't know why I'm surprised. Remothered Red Nun's Legacy. Is this another remaster or something? It could be. It sounds like it could be. A kidnapping, a desperate mother, and a shadow from the past. The final chapter of the trilogy is part of a trilogy, okay. Reveals every secret behind the series' most unsettling icon, the Red Nun. I didn't know this was a series of anything. It's a skip from me, a nay if you will, just because I'm protecting my peace, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. I didn't play the other ones. We're not gonna start. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay to protect your peace. Moving on, we have /0, which looks like something I will thoroughly enjoy. This is a 3D roguelike action platformer. There it is. As a time hacker, your job is to, also this art, oh my god. Your job is to travel across timelines and explore a cyberpunk world, use combat skills and strategies to piece together the truth and take down the Lord of the Void. Is what you see the truth. Anime platformer, anime action roguelite. Ooh, they weren't kidding with platformer. Oh, that's insane. This looks really good. I need it to pass the vibe check. It passes the vibe check. That is the best news I've heard all day. And look at that. Full audio for English and Chinese, as well as subtitles. Look at that. Upcoming playtest. How do I get involved? No, this looks like something I would love. Even like the anime style, yeah, for sure, but I love a roguelite. I really do. Platformer, like I said earlier, can be a little bit hit or miss, but like, I love a roguelite. It looks like they're going back and forth between calling it a roguelike. Oh no, they're set on roguelike. The user-defined tags can get a little bit iffy. It's roguelike. Okay. I don't care about the difference. If it has rogue in the title, I'm down. I just want to figure out how to sign up for the playtest. If I have to go to a third-party website, I might. Oh, further information about playtest will be updated soon. So can you not sign up? I'm gonna put it on the wish list. I really want to try this. Like a lot. /0. This might be a fave, quite frankly. This looks so good. Like for me in particular. Okay, then we have Yerba Buena. I hope I said that right. Dive into a surreal 1970s game world and save San Francisco. This is almost like a shadow drop. Oh, not really. It's 2 months. We're saving San Francisco from a sinister threat. Play as Barb and use the oscillator to capture and reapply the physical traits of objects to solve mind-bending environmental platforming puzzles. Okay. Passes the vibe check. I don't think this one's for me. It is a puzzle platformer. And hey, look at that. They got subtitles for the full audio. Look at that. This doesn't look like something I would love, but it's something I would demo. It comes out May 26th, 2026. So this one they did have like an actual date for. Yeah, I'll put it on the wish list. If it gets a demo, we can try it then. I don't think it's gonna get a demo though, because it is coming out so quickly here. If it was gonna get a demo, it would have had to be in this past Steam Next Fest, because the next Steam Next Fest that we have is not until June. It's right after Summer Game Fest, like the week after, literally. So yeah. I don't think that a demo will ever go out for that one, but we'll put it there just in case. All right, next is Revamp. This is the one that looks like it might be mildly familiar, but I love a vampire piece of fiction in general. So creators of Moonlighter and Cataclysmo. Maybe I got an email about this. I don't know. Anyways, rule as Dracula in this castle defense roguelite. There it is. Shape your fortress room by room, command an army of monsters, and step into battle yourself to protect your throne from relentless mortal invaders. A war waged for eternity for the love you couldn't save. Oh, that sounds so good, but it is technically tower defense. They say castle defense here, but one of the user-defined tags is tower defense. The narrative itself is giving Dracula lore in Castlevania, specifically. And I do like that. I do like that. I really like Castlevania. So, also, their Dracula is really pretty. Oh my god. Whoa, wow. You made a hot Dracula. And that gets me. So, I'm putting it on my wish list. I would have to demo this first because of the tower defense tag there. Tower defense games aren't even like a hit or a miss. For me, they're generally like an 80% miss. Like the hit rate on that is high. It does pass the vibe check. Obviously, I figured just the vibes in general. And also the other games this developer's made. Like I kind of just figured it. But yeah, this looks really good. I would have to demo it though. like fully just because of that tower defense bit there. This is something I really want to enjoy, but I don't know if I would. Okay, we move on then to ones to watch, which is 2 games. We have Blight Survival, which is a co-op survival horror, so this is not the game for me. A PvE action horror game set in a brutal medieval world. Play in solo or team up with up to 3 friends as you face monsters and men in a tense battle for survival. How far are you willing to go? Not far enough, because this is, I'm skipping this one, it's not for me. It does pass the vibe check though. We got through an entire category and we're in category 2 now, with every game passing the vibe check. And I think that's really cool, because like, oh my God, I've seen so many AI games recently. So many. And then there's the NVIDIA thing where they're adding AI into things that it's gonna make me upset. Okay, Hello Sunshine. This is a game we've seen before. Obviously you can see here, it's on my wish list. I already requested playtest access ages ago because this was in, I believe, I would assume, the Future Game Show for back in December. Playtest signups from December 4th. I do think I might have gotten playtest access for this game, but I did not. I think this is one of those ones where I ran out of time to play it. But this is a survival mystery set in the ruins of a corporate empire. Walk in the shadow of a giant robot during the sweltering days, stay close to keep warm during the cold nights. Scavenge, craft, upgrade, and piece together the broken puzzle of a world ruled by machines that refuse to shut down. This has so many things going for it that I think is really cool. I do hope they have like another demo or a play test or something soon, because this is all a game that I've already had my eye on and I am waiting to hear more about. It has the same sort of like play it in single player or multiplayer vibe with something, or that we see with something like Pragmata, but it is on more of an indie scale, so I'm very curious about that. I would love to try out this game, and I haven't been able to yet, but here's hoping. Okay, so then we have the general spring showcase category. We made it through 2 categories with no AI. However, we are breaking our streak because one of the games in here that is hidden has AI, but I don't want to unhide it, so we're just not going to talk about it. Yeah. Anyways, next we're going to talk about Atmosphar, which I did demo this game already. First game with a demo, actually, from this whole showcase so far, and I already demoed it during Steam Next Fest. I don't remember. I think I tried to demo it during my normal Steam Next Fest run, and if you've ever seen a Next Fest demo dive, if something makes top 50, but I was unable to try it during my normal run at demos because like of a technical issue or something. I do put it back on the list and try it again. And Atmosphar actually was that one. That Atmosphar was that girl where I was on top 50. I ended up rolling it for top 50 demo dives and it worked. I got it to run the second time around. So this game, like narratively, I'm not really interested that much. It doesn't have much going for it narratively, quite frankly. At least like in the first like 20-30 minutes, because I did go overtime on Atmosphar. However, the gameplay loop of like absorbing the metals, the discarded metals in the prison camp, because yes, you're in a prison camp in the beginning of the game. Yeah, you are. Yeah. I love that gameplay loop. Like I like didn't want to like this game because narratively not much going for it. I didn't want to like this game as much as I ended up liking it. Like I actively look forward to the release of Atmosphar now. Anyways, this is a sky-high odyssey set on an alien planet of floating islands explored by flying crafts and a mobile airbase as you uncover the fate of your collapsed colony. I want to absorb more of the metal with my little contraption. I suck at flying, but I actually really like this. I liked it. I'm gonna be honest. They got me. Okay, then we have Stupid Never Dies, which this was shown off at the Game Awards in December. And I remember that because I was very confused. And then I watched some other reactions to the Game Awards and multiple people were confused. So it wasn't just me. Does this still pass the vibe check? It does, actually. Interestingly enough, I would have thought that they would have done it. Werewolves, lizard men, skeletons. In a world where monsters are part of everyday life, a bottom-rung zombie named Davy, I hope his last name is Jones, that'd be kind of funny, braves a deadly dungeon to bring back Julia, the frozen human he loved. Gear up for a delightfully wild, blazing fast growth action RPG, Stupid Never Dies. I think this is, narratively, this is gonna be corny as hell, but I think that's part of the gag, quite frankly. I would demo it. We'll put it on the wish list as like a light demo situation. I wouldn't need to demo that. I wouldn't go out of my way to spend money on this one, like just drop money on it, but I would demo it. And I think that means something. I still think that trailer they showed at the Game Awards was a bad trailer, and I'll stand by that one. All right, next we have Adorable Adventures, which looks super cute. Play as Boris, a curious baby boar. That's such a cute name, by the way, Boris for a baby boar, who must learn how to use his nose to reunite with his family after a forest fire. I'm gonna cry playing this, aren't I? Explore beautiful landscapes, track scents, and uncover secrets as you slowly reconnect with nature in this cozy animal adventure. Do you pass the vibe check? You do. I'm just noticing here that there's like a header saying easily distracted. Yep, that is me. Comes out April 30th, 2026, so in 6 weeks, and then there isn't a demo available. So, put that in the library. I think we only have one demo so far. Should I be writing these down? I'm just gonna put these on my general list. Hold on, give me a sec. Or maybe I should put them separate. Hold on. Because if we only have a couple demos, I might just do a dedicated video. All right, throw that down. Because that's the first one that I haven't played yet, so maybe we'll do a video dedicated. And I'll throw it into the backlog of videos I need to edit. Anyways, Silver Pines is next, a survival horror Metroidvania. Oh god. Silver Pines is a survival horror Metroidvania set in small town America. Fight nightmarish terrors and solve puzzles while carefully managing your scarce resources as you uncover the mysteries that could hold the key to redemption. Premise actually sounds pretty good. It does pass the AI vibe check. The art looks really nice, but I do think this is going to be a skip for me because it looks terrifying, and I'm protecting my peace. Once again, I'm protecting my peace. Thank you. All right, Clean Up Earth is next. A relaxing co-op restoration game where you vacuum waste, rebuild ecosystems, and watch nature return in real time. Play solo, so we will be demoing that if you can play single player, with friends, or in online multiplayer sessions with up to 25 players. I do think the online multiplayer sessions bit is very cool, because a lot of people really like the sort of like cleanup sim games. I really like cleanup sims as well. But the option to play with up to 25 players, I feel like that's gonna, like, people are gonna utilize that. Community gameplay can help support real environmental initiatives with no extra spending required. All right, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by gameplay with a real world impact? Select a partner organization to represent in-game. So you might not have to even playing as like a online session for that. Cleaning activities build support for your cause during large online sessions. Okay, never mind. Community progress can trigger real micro donations to environmental initiatives working on the ground. No extra purchases, just play. I do wonder what the reasoning behind doing it only for online sessions and not general gameplay, like solo gameplay. I wonder what the reason why they can't do it for solo. I do wonder what the reasoning is. It passes the AI vibe check. We are gonna demo this one. Oh, I'm so curious what the reason behind that is. We'll demo this one too, because I can't think of like a reason that they would bar off the helping a real world cause to just this online 25 player sessions, you know? Like, what if I started an online session with just me in it? Does that count? Curious. All right, then we have Lego Batman, which we have talked about already. This has been shown off at a couple of different showcases already since last year. I'm not really a fan of the Lego games, nor am I really a Batman fan. And so for that reason, I'm not really looking forward to this game because I don't really care. I said it, I think I put it best in one of the, I think it was probably Future Games end of the year, or possibly one of the Summer Game Fest events last year, where I said, none of the premises of this game are for me, but I'm so happy if they are for you. Like, I'm so happy if this game is for you, because I know there's a lot of people who are definitely excited for this game. I am not one of them, and that's okay. I'm so happy for you if it is for you, though. It's coming out in 2 months. Rise as the Dark Knight and experience the essential Batman story in a bold, action-packed adventure with hard-hitting combat in open-world Gotham City and the signature LEGO charm that fans know and love. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool things going on with this game, especially I believe there's like 2 different game modes. Obviously, it passes the AI vibe check. I believe they did 2 different game modes, technically, where you can play, like if you're a child, or you have a child and you want to give this game to a child, there's like a mode for children, but then also a mode for like adults playing it. I think that's something that goes on in this game, so that's great. Okay, it's a no from me, but that's fine. All right, then we have There Are No Ghosts at the Grand, which we have seen before. There is a demo available now. This was, I think, at some of the year-end stuff. Inherit a crumbling English hotel and restore it by day while battling ghosts by night. With a sardonic cat, a talking power tool, and a twisting supernatural plot, this is a musical mystery. It's a musical? Okay. A musical mystery unlike any other. Will you be able to hold it together while everything around you falls apart? This was one I did want to try out, and there is a demo. I don't know why we skipped the demo before. I might have just been too busy and forgot to put it on the list. But yeah, we'll demo this, sure. It passes the AI vibe check as well. So we have 3 games now, guys. 3 whole games. Okay, that is Rover's Tale, a creature collector Metroidvania. Okay, interesting. Passes the vibe check, okay. A creature collecting Metroidvania in a world where dogs live on forever amongst the stars and speed rovers. Wait, that's kind of messed up, but also really cute. Become like a rover, catch and research creatures, then use their abilities to explore a new frontier. Upgrade and customize as you and your canine companions, as you help your canine companions to unravel an ancient mystery. Coming out sometime in 2026. I'm gonna put that in the library too. Add it to the list of things we're gonna demo. I am curious about this one. I am. I don't know if I'm gonna love it, but we're gonna give it a try. Okay, then we have Last Flag. We've talked about Last Flag before because this has been shown at multiple indie game events. This is the one by the, I think it's the Imagine Dragons guy and his brother made it. So like they got money. Yeah. This is a fast-paced 5v5 shooter with show-stopping contestants set in a televised competition where strategy, teamwork, and chaos blend in the ultimate game of Capture the Flag. This just isn't for me. It's not my genres, and that's okay. So we're gonna skip that one. It comes out in 4 weeks. Quite a Ride is on my wishlist for some reason. What is this? Pedal through the fog, but never look back. Trapped in a constantly shifting horror, you must ride, conserve your phone's battery, and decode cryptic messages to escape. Explore, survive, uncover the truth. I don't know why this is on my wishlist because it does not sound familiar. There's not a demo though, so we'll just leave it there for now. Okay, then we have Gate Guard Simulator, and something looks uncanny here. It passes the AI vibe check, but the key art worries me mildly. Listen, I don't want to play AI Police either, but if y'all are getting sneaky with it, I'm gonna have to play AI Police. Something about it. Give me a sec. Darn it, I have an AI image detector, but it won't let me drag it in. Okay, fine. Anyways, step into the boots of the castle guard. Inspect seals, expose smugglers, and reveal witches. I think we should befriend the witches. You decide who enters and who's turned away. Will you uphold the law or break it for your own gain? I think I'm gonna skip this one because it's gonna force me to be a cop, and I don't want to be a cop. So it's not for me, and that's okay. I'm not gonna join the playtest. That's okay. We can skip it. Okay, Aphelion is next. I don't know what this is. Hunted on a frozen planet, astronaut Ariane must brave rugged landscapes and shifting realities to rescue her wounded partner Thomas. I feel like we might have seen something for this somewhere at like a Game Awards or something like that. This action-packed sci-fi adventure blends exploration, traversal, and tense stealth gameplay. All right, passes the vibe check. There's no demo for it though. We'll just throw it on the wish list. It's coming out April 28th. Okay, then Calx. This looks like something I would like. And there's a demo, would you look at that? Flow across the warp-corrupted planet Syro. Master movement as the Seeker, double jump, dash, levitate, and grapple through atmospheric ruins. Scan, solve puzzles, and engage in measured combat in waves of stillness and frenzy, coming out June 4th of this year. I think it says the user-defined tags say action adventure and hack and slash. So kind of Souls-likey, but not. Put that on the list. I love the graphics on this game. Look really cool. We have now made it up to 5 games. We'll see what the final number is, because if it's like a small enough number where I can like do one demo dive, we'll do it. But like we're getting very close to going over that number, so they might just go on the backlog. All right, Papa Needs a Headshot is next. Great name. It's probably a skip from me, but I love the name. Papa Needs a Headshot is a brutal Western steampunk FPS soaked in kin blood. What the hell does that mean? Rip through flesh and bend the battlefield with your cursed metal arm. Hey, prosthetics. We love representation. Use every bullet wisely to slaughter freaks and abominations on your warpath. All right, that's something. Keep enduring only to put a bullet in the skull of the man who made you. So like our dad? Is that allowed? I mean, I guess. What an interesting little game. It passes the vibe check. I'm gonna skip it. I'm putting it on the wish list. I want to demo this. It's coming out Q4 of this year, so that there's a high possibility this is in Steam Next Fest, the next one. I want to demo it. It's going on the wish list. I want a demo. All right. We will talk briefly about Monster Hunter Stories. I did demo this. This was in the top 50 demo dive list. No, wait. This was a top 50 demo from the February Steam Next Fest. So it went on my top 50 list. I think it was on my general list as well, like my general demo dive list, but I just didn't get through everything. So it went onto the top 50 and I rolled it there. And I was already excited for this game. And for the entire week leading up to the release of this game, after I demoed it, I was constantly thinking about it. I could not be normal about it. I still think about this game. I haven't had time to play it, but I think I might bite the bullet, or I might just wait for a sale. Because if you look here, the lowest tier of this one is $69.90. It's $70. And I just don't want to spend that much money on a game right now, you know? And I don't think I could get a review copy of this one. I'm not cool enough for that. So this is Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. This third entry in the Monster Hunter Stories RPG series involves twin Rathalos born in a twist of fate. Monster Hunter Stories is an RPG series set in the The description for this game on Steam is really bad, by the way, because it kind of just is like nonsense, right? I really liked this game when I demoed of it. I really want to play more of it. It is obviously Monster Hunter JRPG. I really liked it. Because that's the thing, I love Monster Hunter, but I'm so bad at the gameplay. So this was perfect for me. I love turn-based combat, baby. This was perfect for me. So I really want to play more of it, but I haven't had time yet. I do think I'm going to wait for it to go on sale, because I do see it going on sale probably in the next 6 months at least. So I think I'm going to wait for a sale on this one, just because not because it's a bad game. I do fully recommend this game. I just think I have so many other things to play right now that I'm going to wait for a sale and then pick it up when it's on sale. Because I also am wanting to get the other 3 games, the bundles coming up here, but there is a Steam bundle as well as a bundle on Nintendo Switch to get at least the first 2 games, and I'm assuming there will be one including the third now that it's out. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for a sale, like a Capcom sale or something, and then get it then, quite frankly. If nothing else, I know that the Capcom sale at the time of Tokyo Game Show, the one that around Tokyo Game Show in the summer, was a really good deal for the first 2, and I'm assuming the third game will also be included in that. So if you're like me and don't want to spend $70 for a Monster Hunter Stories game, I'm assuming it has tons of gameplay and it's worth the $70. But if you're like me and just spent $50 to fill up your tank of gas and really don't want to spend another $70 for a video game, maybe wait for that bundle sale a couple months down the road. I know we all have insane backlogs. I think we all can wait. We can do it together. Okay, Samson is next. This was also shown off at like one of the year-end showcases or something. Samson returns to Tindleston. I think I read it correctly this time. A city that shaped him hard, where every fight is close and every escape is earned. He owes dangerous people more than he can pay, and they're using his sister to force his hand. The clock is ticking. The only way out is through anyone who stands in his way, coming out April 8th, 2026. In 3 weeks, and I think I said it back when we first saw this game. It's not for me. It does pass the AI vibe check, but it's just not for me, and that's okay. Okay, then we have the new Life is Strange game that I knew nothing about. Life is Strange Reunion, the saga of Max and Chloe and the fate of Kaladin. I've never played a Life is Strange game, I should probably say that right now. Is yours to decide. Play as both Max and Chloe as an all-new story builds towards an epic climax. The fire will force Max and Chloe to make devastating decisions. Can they find a future together before everything burns? I think this is a very bad description for a game because they keep repeating the names over and over again. You don't need to put them in there that many times, bestie. Bestie Square Enix, you don't need it in there that many times. This is coming out March 26th, 2026, 9 days from the time of recording. It's not $70. It is $40. So I know a lot of people really like the Life is Strange franchise, and a lot of people really don't like it. Like, I know it's a very polarizing franchise based on some of the content. Personally, I don't care. So I think I'd be fine with the content. Well, I know I'd be fine with the content. I don't care. Y'all are weird if you think if something wrong with it. Y'all are weird if you think something's wrong with the content. However, I don't know if I would like the game itself, because I've heard, at least with the last one, the storytelling aspect of it was a bit wonky, and I'm a lore girly, so I know the last Life is Strange game, quite polarizing, and it had nothing to do with the content. It was entirely based on how they told the story. So it was like kind of content, but like, I think when I say content, you guys know what I'm saying. Anyways, and also I've just not played a Life is Strange game before, and at this point, it's one of those franchises where I'm too afraid to get involved. I think I would probably really enjoy it, but I'm just too afraid to get involved. There's too many things going on and I don't want to ask. If somebody is like very, very like knows their stuff when it comes to Life is Strange and would like to walk me through the franchise, please go ahead. but I don't have that knowledge, and like I said, I'm too afraid to ask. Okay, next we have Outbound. I get to talk about a game I like again. I demoed this during Steam Next Fest. It was on my general list, and so before the top 50 dropped, this I ended up rolling, and this was actually also a demo dive reject for a couple of times. What does that mean? It's not necessarily bad. It just means, especially because I started doing the random number generator for demo dives, because I don't have time to get through 100 demos every single event, I started doing the random number generator and playing when I can. So there's a lot of instances of a game being on my list of wanting to demo it in an event, and I don't get to it. I just don't have time for it. So Outbound suffered from that fate at least one, if not multiple times. And I finally got to demo it this time around. I didn't get to play much of it in the grand scheme of things, but this looks so good. I am really excited for the release of this game. I'm hoping I can get my hands on it because it looks really good. With this game, explore a colorful world and build your own cozy home on wheels. Craft workstations and source energy from the sun, wind, or water. Upgrade and customize your vehicle, grow crops, and live sustainably off-grid with up to 4 players. I'm not going to be re-demoing it because I demoed it and really enjoyed it, but I do recommend this game. The demo is still available at the time of recording, so if you haven't tried it out, I think you should. Anyways, coming out April 23rd. Usually if I hit back, it doesn't like refresh my place in line, and it did this time. This is another game we also just talked about. I don't know if it was Steam Next Fest Top 50 or, oh my god, not the Bucky's the ripoff. We'll get to that in a second. If I don't know if it was Steam Next Fest Top 50 or the event that happened right before Steam Next Fest that I cannot put my, oh, Mix happened right before Steam Next Fest. Yes, okay. Oh my god, one of the usernames is Edgar Allan Poe. Oh my god. Okay. This is a nay from me, because it's a co-op horror comedy thing. I don't like any of those genres, all right? Okay. We Gotta Go is a co-op horror comedy. I didn't even read the description. I just picked at the tags. All right. That'll scare the crap out of you, literally. Team up to reach the only bathroom in a haunted mansion before your bowels betray you. Scavenge for items, fend off ghosts, and fight through cursed halls together in a desperate hunt for sweet relief. This is a little bit disgusting, just a little, actually, probably a lot. But this is not my first time seeing it, but I'm actually watching the trailer this time, and I'm like, wow, okay, all right. Comes out April 14th, 2026. This is friend slop. This is friend slop. I'm trying to wait for the knockoff Bucky's. I'm in Texas, baby. I've been to a Bucky's. I haven't been to a Bucky's in a while though. There's not a Bucky's in Austin. You gotta go out to like Waco for that. I think we deserve a Bucky's in Austin. Just put it on 6th Street or something. Just put it. I don't think anyone will be mad about it. Put it on the corner. Yeah, I'm not seeing the knockoff Bucky. There was a knockoff Bucky's though. You know though, hey devs, are y'all from Texas? Because if y'all have ever been to a Bucky's got a nice bathroom. So like, anyways, pro tip, Shadowstone is next. Oh, there's a playtest. All right. This is a 1 to 4 player tactics roguelite where players must master strategic positioning and powerful hero synergies to survive against the unrelenting horrors of the Sunderlands. Do you pass the vibe check? Yes, you do. It says you can play it in single player. So I think this might be a situation of we're going to demo it and see how true that is. Because sometimes when a game says you can play it in single player, but it advertises itself more so as a multiplayer game, the single player gameplay actually kind of sucks. So we'll give it a try. Join the playtest. Let's just go for it. And that does look like it's an open playtest, so anyone can play it. Although I always get invite friend like codes for playtests and never use them. So like, I'm not saying I'll give out a friend code if the playtest is suddenly no longer active, but I might if you ask. Finally get to add something to my list again. Yeah, we'll give that a try. Anarchy Road is next, another co-op game. Fast speeds, big explosions, even bigger bosses, and action throughout. Anarchy Road is a post-apocalyptic action driving game where our 4 heroes must race against the clock. It's a racing game. It's a no for me. I suck at driving, both IRL and virtually. Battle bosses while blasting enemies and dodging traps in order to survive to the explosive end. This came out on March 12th, so I think it actually was a shadow drop with Future Game Show. It's a no from me. It's just not my vibe, and that's okay. I'm not good at driving. Anyways, Demon Lord Just a Block is next. This actually looks kind of cute. Seek revenge on fantasy heroes as a reborn Demon Lord. Dive into this satisfying roguelite action game where the world only moves when you do. Plan your moves step by step or play swiftly with quick dodges and parries, colliding with enemies to land powerful attacks. Coming out April 29th, 2026. Demo's still available, so I say we give it a shot. I've been really into roguelites that have like weird combat mechanics recently because I play a lot of roguelites and I'm okay with that. I love a roguelite, what can I say? But when they have like weird mechanics and like they start combining things like that you would never think. So like I played a chess roguelite recently. I don't know how to play chess and it was really fun. So I'm just very into weird concepts for roguelites. It brings me so much joy. Quite frankly, I think you can make any type of gameplay a roguelite and I'll play it. Even a tower defense, you know, we got the revamp earlier. I'll play it. I'll bite, sure. I think these are gonna all these demos I think are gonna have to go into the backlog though, because I think I have just hit the wall for this is too many games to put in a demo dive. We just hit the threshold, if you will. Okay, Project Shadowglass is next. I'm interested in this because it looks like that they're cooking something. Something is being cooked. It passes the AI vibe check. This is a stealth-focused immersive sim set within a dark fantasy kingdom. Plan daring heists, infiltrate forbidden locales, and escape with priceless artifacts. Features revolutionary 3D pixel art graphics and lasting consequences where every action could leave a trail back to you. This actually does look very cool. I love good pixel graphics. They say pixel, but I do think it, again, actually, no, I do think this is actually full pixel and not voxels like earlier. This is just the pre-alpha footage as well that we're seeing here. I would love to see more of this game. This looks really good. I'm curious if Shadowglass is the final name or that's just like they're releasing the Steam page early. Not really sure. But it looks really good. First person dark fan. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'll give that a try when we get a demo eventually. Next, because there's not really much to go on right now, so we're just gonna move on. We have unboxing Mr. Koo. Mr. Koo gets into a new conundrum, this time through the not-so-simple act of opening a gift box. A puzzle and narrative game without words where you click your way through a mesmerizing toy. I have never seen this before. Around 4 hours of playtime. Interesting. So the first game released in 2023, which won 16 international awards. Damn, okay, where was I? Okay, fine. I'll put it on my wish list just because it looks quite cool. I don't know what's going on with this box. I would demo this one. It would get a demo. Okay, the dungeon experience is next. Why is it labeled as surreal? What's happening? It passes the vibe check, but... Oh, it's Devolver Digital. Of course it is. All right, the dungeon experience is a comedy first-person adventure about a low-level mud crab chasing his dream of helping you experience the true bliss of financial freedom. I remember this game now. There's an asterisk on that freedom. And if we go all the way down here... What the... They added this. This wasn't here before. Whose head is that? I can't do the really fast terms and conditions voice because I think I might be getting sick. So I'm gonna read it as fast as I can, but I might trip up on my words. Okay. Financial freedom is a trademark owned by the Dungeon Experiences and is not representative of owning government-mandated quote-unquote currency and is open to interpretation. Quote, open to interpretation, unquote, is open to interpretation and we'd rather not you interpret it at all. Consider interpreting yourself instead of how much spare time you have to interpret things you should not be. We in fact have interpreted you as a, quote, person who is poor with no friends, unquote, and would very much benefit from our exclusive training to be not those things. I actually think I read it better that time. I say that because we saw this I don't think it was one of the end of the year showcases. I think it was one of the Summer Game Fest showcases that this showed up as. They added the head. The head wasn't there before, I'll say that. But I do remember that now because I think I had the same reaction. It was like Devolver and it's in my library. So yeah, this was a reject. This is a demo dive reject, probably from wherever it was last seen. So throw that on the list. Let's do it. Oh, it refreshed my... Stop refreshing the page when I go back. I'm losing my place in line. Okay, Dave the Diver is on here and I don't know why. Dave the Diver was featured in the Future Games Show Spring Showcase 2023. So why are we talking about it today? Oh, in the Jungle Content Pack. Okay, there's a new DLC. All right, that's why it's here. We all know Dave the Diver. We all remember... Interesting. This is actually so interesting to me because I think the publisher changed on Dave the Diver. Okay, because if we go here, do they have a Game Awards in the accolades section? I don't think them here. But if you remember... Whoa, wait. Dave the Diver doesn't pass the AI vibe. Stop. Oh my god, y'all. If y'all remember the Dave the Diver controversy from Game Awards, I'm assuming in 2023. When did the 2023? Yeah, the 2023 Indie Games controversy. So here's the bit, right? If you weren't around, Dave the Diver was nominated and then ended up winning the award for Best Indie Game at the Game Awards. And this is kind of the game that really launched the conversation around indie games and what constitutes an indie game, because originally, allegedly, I'm pretty sure, the publisher for Dave the Diver was not Mint Rocket. It was, I cannot remember for my life. I wonder if I could like find something here, because is there like a, was it Nexon? Because it said Nexon is listed here. I'm pretty sure it was Nexon. When did that change? I'm so curious when that changed. Like, because first of all, that's not necessarily a crazy thing to see the publisher change like that. It means that they originally had the game published, probably by Nexon, if I'm remembering correctly. Nexon sounds right. And it did so well that then Mint Rocket was able to kind of buy the rights, the publishing rights back, essentially. So now it's like fully in-house. So now it could be considered more of an indie game, but also they had that publisher, that publisher footing. Nexon is not an indie publisher, right? Like the Nexon is a big company. So that's where you had a lot of people discussing what constitutes an indie game. If your publisher is AAA or AAA adjacent, like a company like Nexon, does that still count, right? Does that still count as an indie game? We saw it a lot this year with games like Clair Obscur and to a lesser degree, Dispatch, because Dispatch had not the backing of, like, I actually think Dispatch is more indie than Clair Obscur. I will stand by that opinion. It's just, this is the game that kind of set off that whole conversation. So if in fact Mint Rocket was able to kind of buy the publishing rights back after the game did so well, because it did do so well. You can see over here 47,000 reviews overall. And that's just 47,000 English reviews. And this game did very, very well in Japan, I think, as well. So that's just in English. So they're already, this game kind of was in some hot water for a while, if you will, because it did end up winning that. And people were like, hey, it's kind of shady. Also, the early access release was 2022. So I think it was 2023 Game Awards that this ended up happening at. But this is new. Dave the Diver does not pass the AI vibe check in the year of our Lord 2026. I can't believe I'm saying that. But also it doesn't feel like, I'm not that surprised. Like, disappointed but not surprised might be the correct meme to express my feelings today. Because based off of the Game Awards controversy, if you made me guess what former Game Awards indie game winner was now failing the AI vibe check, I don't know if I would have been able to guess, but if you told me it was Dave the Diver, I'd believe you, like without even going to check. I will say it's like on the line for me, but I still won't be playing it for that. Because I do think using AI for translation is still bad. I don't think that's a hot take. Maybe it is. I don't know. We live in a society now. Anyways, the developers describe how their game uses AI generated content like this. Quote, generative AI is used only to assist with localization/translation. All localized text is reviewed and edited by the developer. No AI generated art, audio, or in-game live generation is used. End quote. So I still think that's bad, because the thing with AI, it's not just like, yeah, you're copying somebody else's work. Yeah, you're not giving work to an actual translator that could probably do a really good job with this. Also, you're still using generative AI to translate, and that's still really bad for the environment, bestie. That's still really bad. So unfortunately, Dave the Diver is ignored. I can't believe what we have come to. Truly, we live in a society. I am disappointed by that, though. Like, I'm disappointed but not surprised, I think. Yeah, that's disappointing. All right, Ready or Not is next. If you let me down, or I swear to God, Ready or Not still passes the AI vibe check. Speaking of games that have been out for ages now, are they doing a DLC? Boiling Point. When did Boiling Point come out? March 12th. Okay, yeah, so they also released a DLC, so they must have done like a DLC section for former future game show contenders. Ready or Not is an intense tactical first-person shooter that depicts a modern-day world in which SWAT police units are called to defuse hostile and confronting situations. Again, insane amount of reviews. I'm sure it's great, but it's not for me. But that's okay. Yeah, I actually have nothing against the Ready or Not franchise. I think a review copy might have been offered to me for one of their or something at some point. I'm not really sure. I might be conflating it with something else. Don't trust me. Yeah, nothing against the game itself. It's just not for me, and that's okay too. And they passed the vibe check, so they also released a new DLC. It is out now for $9.99, Boiling Point, and very positive reviews so far. So Okay, then we have Directive 8020. Why is we have an informational? So this was from the 2025 Summer Showcase. I'm guessing they showed it off again then. I'm also not sure why some of them have the informational tags and others don't. But it passes the vibe check. So Earth is dying and humanity is running out of time. What a way to open that up with. 12 light years from home, Tau Ceti F offers a small sliver of hope. When the colony ship Cassiopeia crash lands on the planet, its crew soon realizes they are far from being alone. In space, death takes many forms. That goes crazy. But also that like thing that the guy was on the guy's face. Whoa, that was cool. You know, I always say it's a psych horror. God, my thing with horror games is that I am terrified all the time. But this is one that I think I'd be down to give a shot. My thing is though, it's Supermassive, and I feel like Supermassive had a controversy or something recently that I don't remember. Why is nothing coming up? Do I have them blocked? Am I thinking of a different company? I might be. Huh. Maybe it's not showing up because I feel like they have other games, right? Okay, well, it's coming out May 12th. Okay, Shelf Heroes is next. Wait, this looks cute. So this was in the 2025 Spring Showcase, and it looks like they probably were just showing it off a little bit again. I don't remember this one, though, and I feel like we watched the Spring 2025 Showcase. Okay, blast rogue toys with wacky weapons in this fast-paced roguelite FPS. Mix and match toy parts to assemble your shelf hero, discover powerful perk combos, and explore a giant house. Play solo or with friends in 3-player co-op. I'm gonna put it on the wish list because it's a you can play solo. This is another one where I would like to demo it to see if it's worth playing single player, you know? I'd be down for that. It's a cute concept. Okay, Deep Dish Dungeon is next. A survival exploration game where you navigate through a puzzly handcrafted dungeon with Metroidvania and crafting elements. Unravel the enigmas of the dungeon's depths, solo or online co-op multiplayer. So you can play this one in single player. So again, we're gonna do the same deal. It passes the vibe check where we demo it and see if it's worth playing in single player because it says you could do both. 2 dungeon games back to back on the list. Okay, I'm trying to speedrun a couple of these because we're well over an hour now, and my either cold that I'm getting or allergies is going crazy. Okay, Astrotex passes the vibe check. You're an engineer with a gun and a wrench, and you're the only thing keeping this ship alive. Astrotex is a tactical action game where you fight corrupted machines, weaponize ship systems, and repair the damage, all under fire. How do we feel about this? I think I'm not that interested in this one, so we're gonna move. All right, Little Nightmares VR. Didn't know they were going VR. All right. Little Nightmares VR Altered Echoes is a dark atmospheric adventure puzzle game where you embody Dark Six, a mysterious figure with the shape of a little girl. Navigate in a disturbing world, solve intricate puzzles, and escape terrifying giant foes in a desperate search to become whole again. So this isn't like a port. They didn't port over the game. It is fully a new installment in the franchise. I will be skipping it because I can't play VR games because I get motion sick too easily, and then I end up almost falling and hurting myself. So this comes out April 23rd. But also, this is something I do want to point out because I didn't know this about the Little Nightmares franchise. I did not know 1 and 2 were done by different people than 3, and like Reanimal is done by the 1 and 2 people. Like, I just found this out recently, so yeah. Apparently, Little Nightmares 3 wasn't good. I found that out recently because I don't play horror games. Okay, Damon and Baby we saw at a showcase somewhere. It comes out in 8 days from Arc System Works. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm remembering this now. An exciting new style of action-adventure fusing shooting action with exploration. This comes out in 8 days, and the Steam page is like, it feels like almost just as bare bones as the last time I saw it. They added some stuff to it. There's that. I do kind of want to try it. I'll put it on the wish list. I don't think we're ever going to get a demo for this because also Arc System Works, but I would like to try it. It does come out in like a week though, so there is that. Okay, this 1348X photo pisses me off because this was a top 50 demo in Steam Next Fest, and I put it on my top 50 list. They took the demo away by the time that I went to go record the top 50, like the one top 50 video I did. I rolled this game. I was so excited, and boom, demo's gone. I was crushed. So this does pass the AI vibe check. I'm curious what the mixed review is because it wasn't a top 50 demo. This was a Gamescom one from last year because Future Game Show did do a show at Gamescom as well. I'm gonna really quickly look at the reviews and then pop back because I don't want to like put anyone on blast, but I am curious what the mixed reviews is here. Okay, I read some of the reviews and it looks like the demo was not representative of the game itself, and it is like I'm gonna use the exact words I saw in one of the one of the reviews. Half-cooked, like an early access release. And that doesn't surprise me considering we're seeing a lot of that recently. A lot of games releasing like a full 1.0 release when it probably should have released in early access. There's nothing wrong with releasing in early access. Please release in early access. It's fine. So that actually doesn't surprise me that this game looks like it's probably suffering from that same fate. I was concerned going into it. Okay, Razor Cortex, thank you for cutting me off. I was concerned when I saw the mixed reviews and I did have to check because all right, this game has queer themes and I was scared people were leaving bad reviews just because they don't like that. But no, the game is actually just bad. So that's unfortunate. Maybe it's a good thing we didn't demo that one. Okay, we're gonna skip the Day of the Diver DLC because didn't pass the vibe check. Will Follow the Light is one that I'm excited to see because this has been in a couple of different showcases I've covered now, and I am excited to see it release. It got a date. So yeah, dive into a realistic single-player first-person journey through the harsh northern latitudes as you sail endless waters, searching for a way back to your loved ones. Will you follow the light? You can see it's on my wish list. I did not know a demo was available. I think it was actually might have been on my Steam Next Fest demos that I just never got to. So thank God it's still available. But yeah, we've talked about this game before. It looks really cool. Passes the vibe check. I look forward to this one. Yeah. Okay, so then we have the live from GDC games. So we're gonna go through these really quickly. We have Engine Fall, a player-driven crafting shooter set on colossal post-apocalyptic mega trains. This is an MMO. It's a multiplayer one. I'm not putting that in a demo dive. Okay, Emberville then. I think I've gotten emails about this game. This is a RPG of sorts coming out Q3 of this year. I'm actually gonna put that on my wish list because there's no demo, but I would like to try it. Okay, Ex Sanguis. This has been a multiple time demo dive reject now because I keep skidding playtests and demos and I keep running out of time to play it. This is a turn-based game that looks really cool and I'm putting it on the future game show demo dives because I really want to play it and I hope we will, but I don't think we're gonna do dedicated future game show demo dives, so that could be a problem. We then have Mr. Magpie's Harmless Card Game. A Minesweeper deck builder with a character mascot. This looks partially terrifying. What if I join the playtest? All right, we got playtest access. All right, it looks like I might be doing a random demo dive from future games. So we'll just put that in there. Okay, Mariachi Legends is a combat-oriented Metroidvania set in the heart of Mexico. That's cool. It's going on the wish list. Does it pass the AI vibe check? It does. Okay. Does Magpie pass? I didn't check. It does. Okay. Thanks, Magpie. All right. Forest Escape Last Train, a co-op horror exploration game for one of 4 players in the mysterious forest. It's a skip from me, but it does pass the vibe check. Okay, D6 is, it's a dice. That makes more sense. Okay. Roguelike bullet hell god game. This looks good. Put it on the wish list. Passes the vibe check. Okay, cool. This is the only coverage of GDC I'm doing and I've planned to do, by the way. Okay, Distant Shore. I can't read. Bretagne? I don't know how to say that. It's a 3D platformer. It passes the vibe check. Should probably put that on the demo dive list, yeah? All right, sure. All right, next. A game I played during Steam Next Fest and really liked, Roamstead. This is a survival top-down thing. It was fun. I liked it. It was fun. This one was good. Demo's not available anymore, so I just trust me. Thank you. Okay, Everrail, a single and up to 4-player co-op open world survival craft odyssey set in a frozen procedural world. I should probably put this on the demo dive list. Yeah, I liked Atmosphere, so sure, fine, okay. Even if we just give it 5 minutes. All right, okay. What's next? Barbarian Saga The Beastmaster, a classic hand-drawn 2D Metroidvania action game. There's no demo, but it does pass the vibe check. Just throw it on the wish list. It sounds cool enough. Okay. Project Songbird is a psych horror. Awesome. A cinematic first-person narrative horror game set in the Appalachian Forest. This sounds terrifying, but also really good. And it looks really good. And it passes the vibe check. All right, well, this one's getting a pass. Project Songbird is getting a pass because it looks good. All right, next. I don't have time to be making decisions right now. We had split second, guys. Okay, Anomaly President, a presidential roguelike action game. Oh my god, you're actually playing as the president. Okay, it passes the vibe check. I'm gonna put it on the wish list. We don't have time to think about this. Just put it on the wish list. Permafrost is next. A open world survival craft co-op situation. Can you play single player? You can. But I thought I like was scrolling very quickly and I had a minute where I was like, what was that? Circle back, what was that? The AI generated content disclosure. Optional generative AI voiceover will be used in early access version, unquote. Too bad. You're getting ignored. Okay, what's next? Hyperwired, a classic top-down action shooter. Passes the vibe check. This one does not spark joy. We're gonna move on. Skip it. Okay, Occultist is next. This is a first-person narrative thriller. No AI. Okay, passes the vibe check. Does that say best in play winner for, is that this year's GDC? No, okay, it goes back all the way to 2023. Okay, I was gonna be like, wait a minute. All right, well, this looks terrifying. It comes out April 8th of this year. This looks really good, but also terrifying. I am going to protect my peace on that one. I'm not doing it. Okay, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. This kept coming up at end of the year stuff, and I didn't know what it was. So I was like, I should probably look into that because I don't know what this is, and it keeps coming up. But the demo is no longer available, so that's a problem. Anyways, this is a single-player survivor-like auto shooter. So I should probably just look into getting that game at this point. Anyways, Firearms Factory, a World War II strategy game that does unfortunately pass the vibe check. I say that because it's a no from me. Okay, Sagas of Lumen comes out Q3 of this year. A single-player semi-open world action RPG. It does sound like it's checking off boxes, and it passes the vibe check. Okay, into the library the demo goes. Surprising that there's a demo for that. All right, list. Then Deep Rock Galactic. Ooh, a new one. Oh, good for them. Rogue Core. There's no demo for this one. Oh, I already requested playtest access. Oops. Okay, well, a 1 to 4 player co-op FPS action roguelite featuring sci-fi dwarves, alien horrors, and procedurally generated caves. All right, well, okay. A spin-off of Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah. Okay, well, it passes the vibe check. I think we've hit the end, friends. We did it. Thank you for coming on this journey. This hour-and-a-half long journey that I've gotten increasingly more sick during. That was Future Game Show Spring Edition. We did it. We did it, friends. Honestly, I kind of was expecting more AI, but I think it's because NVIDIA put a bad taste in my mouth going into this video and recording it. Anyways, it's 9:30 and I still have work to do, so I'm gonna finish this video. Oh, how many demos do we have on the list here? Because it's definitely quite long now. 16. I could do 4 demo dives, but some of these I don't think I'm gonna spend all that time in. So maybe we'll do demo dive speedruns, which is where I cut it down to each game gets 10 minutes instead of 15. And if I don't like something immediately, we just don't play it. So I might do some demo dive speedruns, because if that's the case, I could just split the list in half and do like 8 and 8. Ooh, but that would be quite long. I'll see what I can do. I think we can figure it out. I might take some off the list or do like 5-minute demos and be like, okay, I'm done. I think demo dive speedruns could work. We'll see. That is going to be it for today, though. Thank you again to the Future Game Show and Streamers Connected teams for having me as a co-streamer in my own little special way. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world. Go play an indie game, even though there was some AAA titles here, but go play an indie. Or the Monster Hunter demo, because that was also really good. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!